Hey everyone, welcome to today's art video. So we're about 1/3 of the way through Inktober. As I mentioned before, I'm not doing it every day. This is the second one that I've done for the month. I just have too much stuff going on that I can't draw every day. At least whenever I do Inktober, I get really into it and I spend a few hours on each drawing, which kind of adds up if you also need to do something like Hollow Week, like I do every year. It's just a little bit too much. I kind of was destroying myself in the previous years. So this year I decided to give myself a little break and kind of step back from doing Inktober every day. I am though getting hardcore FOMO. Whenever everybody's posting their Inktobers every day, I'm like, oh man, I want to draw, I want to do Inktober. But then I'm busy doing other stuff that I can't sit down and draw. So yeah, I'm seeing everybody else that is drawing every day and I'm being super envious. Even though I know if I was on the other side and I was actually trying to draw every day this year, I would be already done with it at this point because I would feel so overwhelmed. So for today's Inktober, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm following an artist's prompt. Her name is Jamila Namph. Her information will be down below. She made a botanical witch prompt. Last week, I did the rosemary witch, and then today I am doing the hibiscus witch. So besides being a really beautiful flower, you can also make tea out of hibiscus, and it becomes this really rich red color, a ruby red color. My husband and I actually used to grow them in our backyard. At least we tried it for one season, and the flowers are so big and beautiful, and then yeah, you can make tea out of them. I'm not really a big tea drinker, so I think we might have made tea once or twice with it, but I didn't really drink it, so but yeah, that's a thing people do. So I thought that I would draw this witch drinking some hibiscus tea. I wanted her to be drinking out of a big coffee mug, the ones that basically look like bowls essentially, but they still serve coffee in them for you. But then also I wanted it to be glass because I wanted to be able to see the liquid in it, I wanted to color it and stuff. So yeah, in the end, after I had stepped away and then came back to the drawing to look at it, I realized that it kind of looks like she's drinking out of a Pyrex glass measuring cup. But whatever. So in my last video, I talked about how I wanted to only use my brush pen and then the dark gray ink wash thing and then my teal brush pen. But after I started doing this one, I thought that actually it would look better if I colored her red instead of teal, since I was having her drink the red hibiscus tea. So I decided that for the rest of my botanical witches, I will be doing a different color according to the plant. So here I'm doing a red Copic marker. And actually, I feel I'm confused a little. My Copic marker was interacting with my Pentel brush pen even though it was completely dry. It was making the ink smear. And I know that the Pentel brush pen you can use with ink and watercolors and stuff like that without it being streaky. And I thought that was the same with alcohol-based markers, but I guess I'm wrong because it was being streaky here. And I could have sworn that I've done another video or multiple videos where I've used my Pentel brush pen with Copic markers or other alcohol-based markers and they didn't streak. I don't know if I just didn't wait long enough for it to dry, or I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, am I just remembering this incorrectly? If you guys know, please let me know down below, because I was super confused. Luckily, I was able to color it in without getting too much streakiness. It helped to just kind of tap the marker instead of coloring back and forth or whatever. But I feel like it did kind of make the coloring job a little bit patchy, like in her dress and stuff. But whatever. Oh, and speaking of her dress, as I mentioned in the last video, I am trying to do every dress inspired by Firefly Path on Instagram. She does beautiful, like, fantasy gowns. You should definitely go check her out. Her information will also be down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to see little clips of me working on these. I've been doing like kind of close-up little snippets of me working on these pieces. I mean, in the video you'll see my phone like pop in and me recording, and that's what I'm recording for. So yeah, be sure to follow me there if you want to get a little sneak peek before I post my art video. And yeah, so here she is, all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys later this week. Bye!